Hey, what's up, YouTubers? This is Fuberduge with another video review.
You got the touch. You got the power.
Hey guys, this is Fuberduge again, and today we're going to do something a little different. Now, this is very special because I recently got this guy, and he is my very first masterpiece figure, even though he's not very big. So right here, we have Frenzy. I like to call him Rumble just because this is the colors of Rumble in the cartoon. So yeah, we're going to be doing him today. So basically, I just ordered him off of eBay, brand new, and it didn't come with a package or instructions, but I already know how to transform this guy just because it's very simple. So let's check out his accessories. Okay, so this guy costs probably around like probably with the set with Buzzsaw, it's like 80 bucks, I think, or 50 bucks. But I got this guy for 20 bucks off of eBay, and that was pretty sweet. So I stole that deal right away. And so let's check out his accessories. He comes here with his pile drivers, and it's sort of a storage container deal, so you can just take these out, set this off to the side, and you have his pile drivers, and what you can do is take out his guns, and here they are. Now we're going to use those later, and I'll show you what they're meant for. If you already know what Rumble looks like, then you'll already know what these things do, but for those of you that don't, I'll show you that in a little bit. And as for the pile drivers, they do extend, which is very nice. And now for the actual dude himself. Very nice. He looks really good in his cassette mode from the front, but once you turn it around, you can sort of tell it's not a cassette. But he does have a few gaping holes here, as you can see, like by his arms up here. Not these holes, but up here. And here you can see a lot of gaping holes, and that's kind of not so much of a big problem, but I don't know, they don't really compress very well. So now let's transform this guy. It's very simple. First, what you want to do is take his arms and just sort of fold them up like that. Then after that, what you want to do is you sort of move them out, and then you take these legs. And this is sort of a mess. You have to really, there's a lot of joints here, and you have to sort of accordion that forward. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Well, we could do that and just extend that. Now, some people have also said that this is very loose, but mine's pretty stiff, and I really like that. So this is actually, let's just turn him around because this is going to be his front. Again, this is sort of tough. It's sort of an accordion mess, so you have to really be careful. Fold these feet out. Take these arms down. And you prop out his hands. Like that. Then you do that over here on the other side. Then the last step to make him fully, well, not fully in robot mode, but in robot mode, this is sort of tough. If you sort of move this little slant thing here, it'll sort of prop itself out. So if you have fingernails, you can get it under. There's a little crevice here. Up close here, I'll sort of show you. There's a little crevice right here that you can stick your fingernail in and pull his head up and turn it around. And there we have him in robot mode. Then after you do that, to finish the touch, take these and you just plug them into his back. Make sure this wing is sticking out. There's one. And now, there you have Frenzy. And forgive me if I call him Rumble sometimes. I mean, I always thought of this as Rumble. So if I call him Rumble, just don't pay attention to what I say. Or if you think of him as Rumble, then just, I don't know, just do whatever. Now, knowing my luck, I usually get defects, so this one's a defect. they didn't color his face. It's purple. And when I saw the picture, his face was silver. Not really happy about that. But what are you gonna do? So there he is in robot mode. And I mean, he looks great. He's like, he looks exactly like how I remember him in the cartoon. And he's actually a little bit taller than the G1 Frenzy. And his cassette mode is the exact same size as the G1 cassettes, so that's pretty sweet. So if you have a G1 Soundwave, you can put him inside of the Soundwave. So if you ever wanted to do that, yeah, whatever. One of the main reasons I got him is because I just love the way he uses his pile drivers. So I'll show you here real quick how to do that. I'll do it the technical way first. Just fold these like this. Fold his hands up, or his arms up, excuse me. Fold his hand down. Do it on the other side. And so he ends up looking something like this. Then you take the pile drivers and you put them on. Just like that. And on mine it's extremely loose, and I don't like that, and it just looks weird because the ball joints are showing. I don't like it. So what I do is I take these, turn them down, and actually they fit really nice, but you have to put the pile drivers on backwards with the screws facing forward, and they don't slant, they're pretty straight actually. Just plug them in just like this and they should snap, and they're very secure. That just looks so much better. That just looks great because there's no ball joint showing, and even on the back the wings sort of, not all the way, but they sort of block them, sort of. So that's real improvement. If I was Takara or whatever, Hasbro or whoever makes these masterpiece figures, I would make it so the ball joint wouldn't show back here, and it would actually connect, and these pile drivers could extend longer because in the technical way they don't touch the ground, but now, well, they sort of do. If you unextend this guy, if you collapse him, it does touch the ground. So, but who would want an unextended masterpiece Rumble? So, just another personal preference. Okay, so now the last feature I'm going to show you, which is kind of pointless, but I'll show it to you anyway, is very simple. You just take these pile drivers off. You can make his arms normal again if you really desire. So you just take the hands out and put them to his sides like that. Take off these guns. Oh, and I also forgot to show you, you can fold these down and you can put them in his hands like that. I wouldn't put Rumble, or excuse me, Frenzy as that, but if I don't have the Masterpiece Rumble, which is the red one, you can call him Frenzy if you want. I would probably do this with Frenzy, or excuse me, Rumble, and with this guy, the purple one, I'd use the pile drivers. So, yeah. So let's fold these back up. Take this out. So just have them as a plain old Rumble, or Frenzy. Never gonna get that right. So you take this, open it up. I think, oh, wrong one. You gotta be very careful with this. There's two slots where these two little slots fit in. So, there you are. And you have to have this knob out that plugs into his back, otherwise it won't work. So you just slide that in there. Close this up, and it stores, and that's really nice. So, oh, back to the camera, you're not supposed to do that. Okay, so you open this up, for the last one, just do the same thing except on the opposite side. Put this down, plug her in, and now what you want to do is you take this little backpack deal, you plug these in back here, and there are little grooves. Don't know if you can see that or not. It's kind of shadowy. Here, let me put into the light. Little groove slots. So now, soon here, I'll show you. On this, there are also little groove slots, and those, you have to position them exactly like this. So, these things aren't exactly centered, and that's done on purpose just so they won't collide or anything. So I take Frenzy here, oh, bump the camera, and you plug it into his back. This little thing fits in this little gap. Voila. But then that alone has problems. You can't have them stand unless if you do this. It's just pointless to me. Okay, so what I did here was I extended these. And you could stand him up. He just looks dorky. In terms of articulation for this guy, what you can do is he has ball joint here, as you saw before, so that's 4 range of motion, hinge joint, and no wrist movement except for the part of the transformation. So yeah, his head can rotate 160 degrees, or 360, sorry. Can move back, but that's also part of the transformation. So yeah, it's on a ball joint on his leg. He's got a double hinge joint for his knee, and his foot's on a ball joint. And these can also move this, well, just because of the ball joint. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. Okay, so my overall opinion, if I had to rate him from 1 through 10, I'd give him a number 10, just because he is great. Well, actually a 9, because the whole pile driver thing just kind of bugs me. But yeah, 9.5 maybe would be his rating. But since I figured out the solution for the pile drivers, I'm actually still very happy with this. I'm very glad I got this guy. So, do I recommend him? Yes. If you see him cheap, pick him up. But if it's just the single guy for like $60, don't get it, because you can get him and Buzzsaw for $60 on eBay or Amazon or Walmart, wherever you get these guys. So yeah, Big Bad Toy Store is another place to get them. So if you want to go there, that'd be a smart decision. Or I'll have a link below in the description where you could get your own Masterpiece Frenzy with a rightly colored face. So now we're gonna get an opinion from Sally, see what she thinks about this guy. Sally, what do you think about Masterpiece Frenzy? Exactly what I thought. He's pretty sweet. Good girl. You're a smart girl. You want a treat? Want a treat? Want a treat? Roll over, roll over, roll over. Good girl. Good girl. You agree, don't you, Sally? Yes, you do. Anyway, pick him up. He's pretty good. First we crack the shell, then we crack the nuts inside.